everyone, Platt ISM. Welcome to another At the Bench update. I think it's been about 6 weeks since the last bench update. It's been a while. A lot's happened. It really has, good and bad. And I thought it was about time I did a bench update. I've got finished work to go through. I've got 3 pieces of finished work. Got an in progress, a future build. I've got talk about our charity auction that we did last week. I've got to talk about ProScale, myself and Simon Shorey's new business. I've got a cheat sheet down here, so I'm just reading off it. I've got some amazing generosity to thank people for as well, because they've been absolute legends, and a few catastrophes along the way. So we'll start at the beginning. We'll have a chat through. Bear with me. It is going to be mostly talking to camera, showing some pictures as well. But yeah, we'll get through it all as quick as we can. So the charity auction. Last Friday, myself and the guys did our charity auction for Crohn's and Colitis UK and the Dementia Society. We had over 80 lots of kits and just donated by everybody. Absolutely phenomenal generosity from across the board. We were there from 7 till just gone 11, I think it was. And we raised just over £3,500. I think it was 3,554 in total, which we're going to split equally down the middle for both those charities. And I just want to thank everybody, not only for your generosity in donating kits for us to auction off, but for joining us on the night and helping raise that amount of money. There was about £317 on Just Giving that was donated, and the rest of it was generated from auction bidding on the night, which was absolutely amazing. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. The guys did sterling work across the board. Everybody did great work, and Simon is an absolute legend. Simon collected all the kits together, sorted out all the lots, and posted them all out within 2 days after the auction. They were all gone. Sterling work from Simon. It's about the 3rd time he's done the auction for us now. And he does great work every time. So thank you very much, Simon, and all the other guys out there for helping, all the live crew, and for everybody out in the chat and on the live stream who participated in the night and donated to the charity. Absolute wonderful causes, and we'll get that money whisked away. We're just waiting on one more payment to clear, and we can get it whisked away to both charities. So fantastic. So we're now looking at our next charity auction. We'll probably do it in 6 months or so. Looking for suggestions. If you've got any, put them in the comments down below, or put them on Facebook, whatever. Wait for our live shows, and we can we'll look into them at a later date for sure. One that I thought would be a good one was our RNLI, the Royal National Lifeboat Institute. I live near the coast, and I see the amazing work that they do. They're mostly volunteers, I think, that work for the RNLI, and especially the crew. And I think that'd be a very worthwhile charity. So that's my proposed one. But if anyone's got any suggestions, let us know in the comments, and we'll certainly have a look through and work out our next one. Other big news, ProScale. Myself and Simon Shore, if you haven't seen already, we have started a new business. We have set up a automotive-based paint company called ProScale Paints. So we are constantly adding to our range of paint. I think we've got over, there's a lot of, I think there's like 70 odd products on there now. And we're constantly adding to it as we go. We just started our website about a week ago, so you can go to www.proscale.uk, proscalepaints.uk. Go and have a look. There's a link in the description down below. Like I say, loads of paints on the site already. You can have a browse through and pick some. We can custom match colours as well. We just need like the manufacturer paint code, the name, manufacturer. So if you see like Ford, I don't know, coral blue, and you know the paint code, let us know and we'll find it and match it for you. We've also got 2K clear coat, which is working absolutely phenomenal. You'll see it on my builds in a minute. We've got a degreaser, we've got primers, microfiller primers, etch primer. There's all sorts on there, and we will continue to grow and add to the site as we go through. Great reviews of everybody so far. It has been working well. I've been using the 2K since Christmas on a lot of my builds, the Civic, the Camaro, the Labatt's BMW, I think had it on it as well. I've been using it for quite some time, testing it behind the scenes. And the two BMWs and the Corvette you're going to see today were done with our paints and our clear coat. And the Snapper Rocks Blue BMW was our primer, degreaser, paint, clear coat, leather colours, wheel colour, the whole shebang all the way through. So I'm quite proud to see my own product, myself and Simon's product, on my own kits. Many moons ago, somebody joked with UMP saying you should have your own line of paints, and I thought that was unachievable because of the cost of setting everything up. But the way we've done this now, it's become an achievable, not dream as such, but an achievable reality. And yes, very excited about it, and hopefully we can make something of it for the future for sure. So head over to proscalepaints.uk, have a look, pop an order in. Next day delivery. We try and get orders out literally the same day that they come in, if not next day, and it's next day delivery. And like I say, try our 2K, try our paints, have a look, see what you think, and yes, we look forward to seeing everybody's feedback on it. Yes, right. Generosity. Here we go. Right, so I've had a few calamities over the past couple of weeks that have absolutely put a kibosh on live streaming, videos, content, everything. Number one, my iMac decided to die on me. Hard drive failure. It just bit the dust one morning and just would not fire up. Needs a new hard drive. Can't be easily fixed, so it was kaput. I lost everything off it because I'm an idiot and didn't back all my stuff up. Thousands of pictures, thumbnails, videos. 2 videos I just edited the night before all got wiped off it. And yeah, I didn't know what I was going to do. And Rich Blondin, who's an absolute legend and a really good friend, he bought me a refurbished 27-inch iMac, which I'll pop a picture up here. Rich is an absolute legend. It's brilliant. It's like lightning, super quick. It's a higher spec than the one I had, much higher spec. And it's just phenomenal. So I can't thank Rich enough for that. You really are a legend. In the meantime, unbeknownst to me of Rich ordering that, he actually ordered it the night before it went kaput, which was really weird. Myself and Hannah made arrangements to buy a new MacBook Pro. Couldn't get an iMac, couldn't afford one. So I have an iMac now and a MacBook Pro as well. So my plan is to use the iMac for general day-to-day surfing in here and live streams, and purely keep the brand new MacBook for video creation. It's a faster processor, SSD hard drive, and I think it's more suited to video creation. So that is what I'm going to use going forward. So I've got the best of both worlds, less strain on both machines. I've always got a backup, and it will help me make videos a lot quicker. So yes, I had to re-edit 12 hours of footage from the G80 Alpha BMW, which is a bit soul destroying. But I did it, and we're getting caught up now. I literally have this bench update to do, and I'm caught up to speed of where it should be with videos. And I'm going to review the Hasegawa Fokker Wolf, and I've got a lot of content there in backup, because if you're not a patron, there's a fair old bit to go on ISM still. I did lose some videos. Thankfully, I had them backed up on my hard drives. All the videos were backed up, thankfully. So on ISM, what you haven't seen yet that's still on Patreon is there will be 3 Ferrari 250 GTO Model Factory Hero parts are still to go up. You've got 3 Alpha Model G80 parts to go up. There's a review of an Alpha Model's SF90 Stradale to go up. A review of my new Model Factory Hero Cobra, which I'll talk about in a second, in 12 scale, to go up. And later on today, I'm going to review the Hasegawa 132 Fokker Wolf D9. So there's lots on Patreon currently on a release, and they're going to be trickled across to ISM. This will go today, Saturday upload, so it's a perfect day for this to go up. And starting on Wednesday, the G80 BMW will go up, and then we'll work forward into them. So, well, we're becoming a patron if you want. It's a blatant plug because it's what earns my living. You get early release on all the videos, exclusive video builds. There's an exclusive video build of a Civic on there from Alpha Models. It's exclusive videos, reviews on there. You get added to a exclusive supporter chat on Facebook, which is great. There's like 60 of us in there. It's quite an active little chat, and support a Facebook group as well. There's a monthly live stream, And obviously your support is what keeps allowing me to do this as my day-to-day job. And I thank you all that are supporters. Without your support, I couldn't do this. I really couldn't do this without your support. And if anyone's thinking about becoming one, have a look. Have a look. You cancel at any time. But come over and have a look. And like I say, anything that isn't there will be trickling over to ISM over probably the next month. It's going to take to catch up, which is good because I had no content at all, but thankfully I do now, and I'm just glad I didn't lose those 2 parts of the Molafatti Hero build. Yes, thankfully they were on the hard drive, all safe, so that's good. Right, the Cobra. So yes, PK is going to refer to him too. Same guy that bought me the Ferrari 250 GTO very generously bought me a 12 scale Molafatti Hero Cobra. Which looks superb. Like I said, there's a review of that over on Patreon. Looks a great kit of an iconic car, and I really can't wait to start building that one. But alas, I've got to wait till I get through the Ferrari, which we're going to look at in a second, where I'm up to on that. So thank you, PK. You're an absolute legend, mate. You really are. Yourself and Rich, the generosity is just mind-blowing. It really is. You're really good guys. And there's been more generosity across the board as well. Joe Camilleri also got a 12 scale Molafatti Hero Cobra from PK as well. And I think a lot of people have been wanting to see Joe's work properly on the streams. So Rich, again, being a complete lunatic, bought Joe a PC as well. So Joe is all now fully set up, and you've got a proper overhead cam view of his work area. And I'm going to help Joe set up a Facebook page for his work as well. And I was literally just chatting to him. I'm actually in a hangout with him right now. He's sat there on his own, bless him, sorting through his Molafatti Hero parts. That I would do updates of his work on my bench updates as well if he wants to. So we'll see how that progresses, because I know PK would like to see updates of the Cobra. You can see it okay on the live streams. It's not the best. You can see it in better quality on the videos. So maybe that's something we'll look at in the future. But thank you, PK. Thank you, Rich. You are absolute legends of people. You really, really are. And I can't thank you enough. I really can't. Rich absolutely saved my skin. Because without this Mac, this is everything to me. This is my workhorse. This is where I used to make my money. So yeah, absolutely superb. Thank you guys. You're all absolute legends. And thank you everybody out there for your continued support on Patreon and moral support and messages. You're all great. You really are absolutely superb. Yes, there we go. Right, let's go over. We'll go to the bench, have a look what's in progress, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at what's finished. Okay, so this is the AMT Corvette. It's a horrible kit. Honestly, this thing is dire. Myself, Joe, and Andrew Dewar and Paul J. Lewis built this as a buddy build. It was a disappointing kit, to say the least. It's just terrible. It's even fallen to bits on me now. It's a horrible little kit. I paid like 40 quid for this thing. It's a beautiful car. It really is a stunning car. The body is actually really good on the kit. The body was actually quite nice to work on. The rest of the kit is just, I'm going to be honest, it's utter shit. It really is shit. I'm open for working on kits and trying to get the best out of them. And I did this in this beautiful GM Atomic Green. This is Pro Scale Atomic Green. It was the first plastic kit I used our paint on, because previously I'd done the Honda Civic from Alpha Models with it, and the body went great. It went over Tamiya primer, no bother at all. Few, I think it was 7 coats of Atomic Orange, which is just stunning. Really is a stunning, stunning colour. And as I say about our metallic flakes, that's a metallic colour. The flakes are minuscule, absolutely beautiful to scale. 2K clear coat Pro Scale went down fine. Masked off all the chrome, that went great. Yes, I know the spine shouldn't be chrome, but I opted to do it. The rest of the kit is just hateful. It's horrible. It's so stupidly simple. It's just a nasty kit. The engine is horrible. I didn't even bother wiring it. And I'll be honest, I had about 14 hours of footage of this build, because I started doing my build editing in a different way. I'm getting the kits built now and editing it all as a block. And after the build, I just thought, you know what? It's a horrible, horrible kit. I'm not even going to edit the video. So I filmed it all. I didn't even bother releasing the video. I just thought there's no point. It's just a hateful build. And it's just, but I mean, even like this, like the wheels have felt a bit on me. It's just horrible. It's not very often I give up on a kit, but I didn't give up on this. Myself, Joe, Paul, and Andrew all got them built. Paul Price built one in ours as well. He customized it quite substantially. And it's just a shitty kit. It really is. It's a 60-year-old kit. It's a very, very old kit. But we all did it. Myself and Joe were just chatting about this in the hangout. So at least we got them built. But yeah, we were even talking about making maybe a monster truck and using the body on something else because the kit is dire. So yes, shitty kit. Great looking car though. It is a pretty car, the Stingray. And it's a beautiful colour. I love that GM Atomic Orange. So maybe we'll revisit that on something else future down the line. So that's a finished one. I've got another few finished ones we'll look at in a second as well. In progress is this kit box BMW F80 M3. This has been primed in Pro Scale light grey primer. It has several coats of Pro Scale Imola Red. It's had carbon decals on the roof have been added, as you can see there. Tamiya carbon. Still going to give it a panel line wash, and we've carboned the rear diffuser down to the specs of the guy who asked me to build it for him. And yeah, the Imola Red's gone down well. Beautiful colour. It's ready for a wash and some 2K, which I'll do later on today. It's the third BMW M3 I've built on the run. The kitbox kit is amazing kit. It is far superior to the Alpha Models kit in many ways. I've given my views on the videos if you go and watch them. The kitbox build is out and the Alpha Model 1 will start being released to ISM on Wednesday. You can go and have a look and make up your own minds. But the kitbox kit is far superior. It's a different M3, it's the early generation. But this kit is just wonderful. It's just full, it's just everything you want on the box. It's just a great kit. Go look at my videos and you'll see my opinions on them. They're both great kits, they both build up well, but this is the superior kit by far. So body's all done, wing mirrors are all done, they've been masked up and ready for 2K as well. So that's a next step on that. Like I say, I need to do a panel line wash on it, and we can get some 2K down on it and then start working on the interior running gear and get this build off the bench and onto the next one. What is on the bench is this monster. This is the Modified Hero 12 scale Ferrari 250 GTO. I finally got the engine mounted to the chassis and all the front end on with all the suspension and the braking system is all on there as well. And what a monumental task this was. Lots of soldering, lots of painting, lots of swearing. It's all on. I've still got a wash to put on all the parts. There's a few parts that need tweaking together a bit better. Things like that. It's just the glue's not quite got it, but we'll fix all that. A few touch up here and there of paint. But it's at a stage I'm happy with and I wanted to get to for quite a while. So there's 3 parts of this due to go up on ISM, and the other 3 are on Patreon on early access if you want to watch them. Beautiful kit, but look at the size of that engine. It is huge. I mean, I've got big hands, and that is one big engine. It is massive, and it weighs a ton. And on that chassis, oh my god, there is some flex on that resin chassis. It really is. So quite precarious and quite dubious of its strength, but we'll see how it goes. Next step on this, we're going to go to the bodywork. We'll get all the body panels all on there and in place. Hopefully get some primer down, some colour down on it at some point. But it's progressing well. We're up to par 5 on the build. Like I say, there's 2 parts on ISM. There's another 3 over on Patreon. So they will trickle over probably in about 2 weeks. You'll see those, maybe a bit longer. Great build, and I'm looking forward to getting that body done. It's a big step to get through, and I'm really looking forward to getting to. But it's looking good. If I can pick her up without breaking everything, she is looking good. But it's a huge beastie of a big V12. It's a massive engine. It's beautiful. It's a really nice kit. All that engine is white metal. Weighs about 375 grams, I think it was. It's a fair old heft. Everything on that is white metal, bar That's resin. Everything else is white metal. Everything else you're looking at there is all white metal. So it weighs an absolute ton. It really does. But it's come along really well. There's still lots to do. Still lots to look at. If you've not seen this engine's got full internals. It's got all the valves, pistons, crank, cams, followers, lifters, valves. Everything's in there. Go and look at the video. It's amazing inside there. It's about 150 parts in that engine alone. Absolutely amazing and really great fun to build as well. So looking forward to progressing with that, but that's where we're at there. So there are two of the builds that are in progress, and like I say, there's a couple upcoming which we'll get to in a minute. Right, so there you go. As you can see, the 250 GTO is coming on leaps and bounds. It's a great stage to get to, getting that engine on that chassis. That engine is huge. It's a massive chunk of white metal, and I've said it several times in the build video and probably just said it then as well. I'm very dubious of that chassis with the weight of that engine on it. It bends a lot, it really does. So it's going to be very, very careful work getting that all mounted up. But it's in, we've got all the front end on. Like I say, the next step will be we're going to start working on the body. I really want to start getting some panels on it, get some primer and paint down on it, and get progressing with this build because it's the kit I want to build. It is. I'm always eager to get to it. I do enjoy all my other kits as well. The kit box BMW, it's a fantastic kit. We're going to look at my finished ones in a second. But it's my third BMW M3, almost on the trot. So, yes, thankfully it's a good kit and I get through it. But yeah, I want to build something different, which we'll look at in a second as well. Right then, so that's what's in progress. Let's have a look at what's finished. Okay, so some finished kits. First off, we've got the Kitbox 124th F80 BMW M3. What a wonderful kit this is. I can't recommend this kit enough. It is absolutely superb. Watch my videos. They're up on ISM for this build, and I give my full thoughts on the kit. It is an amazing kit. There's everything in that box. It's got full interior decals. You've got 2 sets of wheels. You've got branded tyres, which is something I've been on to alpha models to do for a long, long time. You get pre-coloured chrome parts for the front rear lights, pre-chromed grille as well. The headlights are black chrome, which is absolutely stunning. Don't get that in a lot of kits. Absolutely fantastic. The kit went together with no issues whatsoever, and it's a very, very, very pretty car. And a very well spec kit. So I'd highly recommend anyone thinking about trying one of these multimedia kits to give one of these Kitbox kits a whirl because this was fantastic. The only thing it was missing was the carbon for the roof. That would have been a nice touch to get. Other than that, it's a wonderful kit. And I said it just now, and I'll say it again, can't recommend it enough. Absolutely brilliant. I'm even building another one at the minute, as you've already seen in the bench update. So go check out Kitbox. I'll put a link in the description down below if I remember. They're on Facebook and you'll find them. So off the top of my head, this was primed in ProScale light grey primer, painted in ProScale Daytona Violet Purple from BMW. We did some carbon on the roof with Tamiya carbon decals. The interior was done with ProScale Napa Black leather. The wheels were done in ProScale gunmetal and they look absolutely superb. 2K clear coat from ProScale over the top went down absolutely fantastic, laid down wonderful. Great looking car, great looking colour, great kit, great clear coat, great paint, and it just turned out great. Very happy with this one. And like I say, I'm building another one now, and whilst that would normally be a bit of a killer, because it's such an enjoyable kit, I know it's going to go together with no problems at all. And yeah, not a bother at all. So looking forward to some future releases. I know they've got a Porsche 9, I think it's a 993 GT3 RS due out very soon. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on one of them. But like I say, I highly recommend going out there and trying this BMW kit because it's just wonderful to build. It really is. They retail about £180 delivered. I know it's a lot of money, but it's a very high quality kit. Some of the best resin you'll see on these multimedia kits. And there is loads in the box. There's a review of this kit on the channel. You can go back and have a look and give me your own thoughts on it yourself. Next up, we've got the Alpha Models BMW M3. This is the G80 now. So the videos for this are done. They are over on Patreon. I released the Kitbox ones on ISM straight away. The Alpha Model 1 has gone on Patreon early release, so these should start to appear on ISM in the next week or so. Again, a fantastic kit, went together with no trouble whatsoever. Just not quite as polished or as good a kit as the kit box. It could just do with a few extra things in there. Some better decals for the interior. Branded tyres is a big thing because they do show in the pictures. You can see them. And I think it'd be a really nice touch to get them. But great kit, and again, an enjoyable build. So again, a great flagship for Pro Scale. Everything on this was Pro Scale. So we what's the word I'm called? We prepared our body in the usual manner using some 3000 Tamiya sand sponge sanders. We then degreased it with Pro Scale paint degreaser, pre-paint degreaser. It was primed in Pro Scale light grey primer. Several coats of BMW Snapper Rocks Blue from Pro Scale, which is an absolutely beautiful colour. Just so vibrant a colour, it just looks amazing. That was then clear coated in Pro Scale 2K, which is probably the best 2K jobs I've ever done. It's turned out absolutely amazing. The wheels are Pro Scale Bright Aluminium, great colour. We went with red calipers in Brembo Red from Pro Scale as well. The interior is Pro Scale, believe it or not, ochre brown, with Pro Scale flocking on the carpets and Napa Black inserts from Pro Scale, believe it or not, as well. This kit came with pre-cut carbon for the roof and a lot of the parts like the spoiler and what have you. The roof one didn't quite fit, had to be cut, which is a real shame, but it did fit on. The rest of the carbon on the side skirts, rear diffuser, the front parts were all fit, custom cut and put on by myself. Quite tricky, but turned out well. And all polished up. This and the kit box kit were polished up using the 3M Trizec abrasive pads to polish it back and flat the clear, and then polished up using the wonderful UMP polish system. And like I say, results speak for themselves. This is one beautiful car, and the colour on this is absolutely astounding. It really is an absolutely beautiful colour. And like I say, this for me is the flagship to show off our paints. And this is this is one of my favourite builds I've done for quite some time. It's a beautiful kit of a beautiful car. I really do like these M3s. I know a lot of people don't like the bigger grills. I actually do quite like them. It's got slightly bigger wheels than the F80. I think it's got a bit more of an aggressive stance to it. And for me, it's the colour. The colour just looks amazing. And I think the interior colour really sets it off well as well. So two top quality kits there. Like I say, I'm building another one of the kit box kits in Imola Red. You've already seen it back in the video. So that one's getting 2K'd soon. And we'll get some pictures of that up on Facebook as and when we can. There we go. As you can see, love our paints. Absolutely love them. The paints are superbly pigmented. We don't overthin them. It's one thing me and Simon said from the beginning. We're not going to overthin them for profit at all. They're at least, there is in a 30mm bottle, there are exactly 12 to 13mm of paint, and the rest of it is thinner. So just over half thinner, which is a lot more than a lot of other paint companies do. And it's working really well. I've had no adverse reactions like other paint companies get. The colours are so beautifully pigmented and vibrant. You've only got to look at that Snapper Rocks Blue and Daytona Purple. I can tweak the size of the flakes on the paints and keep them small. There's 15 flake option sizes we can use, and we have them all. And I've been substituting larger flakes for smaller ones, and it's working out a lot better. They're much more to scale. The Daytona Purple one had slightly larger flakes in it. Subsequent bottles have been tweaked for smaller. And that's the way to go. Progress, move on, change things, and we can improve. But the paints go down beautiful. They spray really nice. The Snapper Rocks Blue is just gorgeous. And the 2K Clear is phenomenal. I can't rate our 2K Clear enough. I love Gravity Clear. You know I've been an advocate of it for years. And it's a very good clear coat. And it's one of the thinnest ones out there. Ours is even thinner. It's even thinner, and you can push it so far, pushing it down, putting it down. It dries lightning fast. It's touch dry in 4 hours. And it just looks phenomenal. I'm absolutely blown away with the 2K, how good it is. But across the board, all the products, they're all my products, Man Simon's products. It's easy for me to say, but the primer, superb. Paint, amazing. 2K, amazing. The leather colours are developed. They're great. There's some great colours in that range. And we've got plans to do metallic colours, which I've started doing. We've got a gunmetal and a bright alloy metal as well. We do plan to add across the range, but love the paints. They're working out really well. And I think the results speak for themselves more than anything. Probably some of the best finishes I've had there, especially on that Snapper Rocks BMW. It turned out absolutely beautiful. So there we go. Right then, so what's coming up next? Well, it'll be this. I put a vote up on Facebook for everybody to vote on to narrow, I think it was it 5 or 6 kits down to 3? And you all narrowed it down to the Hasegawa Ferrari 250 TR, the Fujimi Ferrari 330, and the Aoshima Lamborghini Diablo GR, or GTR I think it was. And the patrons got the final vote, and over half the votes were for this. So this is the Hasegawa 24 scale Ferrari TR Testarossa Redhead. Now, a lot of people got confused saying, but it's not red. It's not where the name comes from. Testarosa's Redhead, and it refers to the engine covers because they're red on these. That's where the name comes from. It looks a great kit. I'm not going to do an unboxing review because it's nigh on impossible to find this kit now. And it goes for stupid money. This was a gift from my buddy Joe Cook from Canada, a good long while back, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful car. And there's a nice P set in there with it, and it just looks great. So I'm not going to do a review of it, but I will go through the box at the beginning of the build, like I've done lately with a lot of kits. Colour choice, I do really like that white colour. I do, but white is really boring and doesn't really show paints very well. And I'm trying to pimp out our paints at the minute, so I'm picking vibrant colours. There's a yellow in there, but I don't like the yellow. And red, it's too cliche, isn't it, really, to do every Ferrari red. So I did find a colour for it that's Le Mans blue. If I remember, I'll pop a picture up. I've got the paint code for us, so I can do the paint, and it's just a beautiful colour. And the kit comes with that scheme in there, so it's Le Mans blue with a white stripe, white roundels, and it just looks great. It really, really does. So that's the next plastic build. I plan to start that. The BMW F80 from Kitbox, the red Imola red one, is going into 2K today. I'll probably do some work on the interior and the running gear to get all primed up, so that's ahead of the game. And then I'll probably start this on like Monday or so. So really looking forward to building this. It will be a patron early access, as all the builds are. It's not an exclusive. This one's not going to be an exclusive. It's too exclusive of a kit to do that too. But we will definitely pick a patron-only build in the foreseeable future that I'll let the patrons vote on again. So that's next. Carry on work with the 250 GTO. I've got loads of builds planned with some of the other guys out there. I've got the SF90 Stradale with Paul J. Lewis. Me and Paul are going to build that at some point. There's a Cobra build with myself, Joe, Paul, Andrew, Simon that needs to be done in the future. Myself and Joe got a truck build coming up. Myself and Joe got a Hasegawa Fokker Wolf build coming up. Oh, so many builds, not enough time to do it in. So it is something that, yeah, I've got to try and delegate this time properly. And obviously I'm busy with streaming, making videos, with ProScale, my own modelling, my family, everything, and trying to juggle it all at the minute. I've got an extra thing to do. Yes, it's certainly becoming a juggle, that's for sure. Definitely a full-time job this now, that's for sure for me, which is good because that's what I want out of this. But there we go. That's it. That's where we're at today. I'm going to take some new pics of the cave. The cave's changed a bit over the last few months. I do it more for me than anything. I've literally documented every change over the years. I'll put them up because I'm really narcissistic. I like to show them a cave. Who doesn't? And I'm also going to get the Delta out, the Model Faccia Hero Delta. I was never ever happy with the pictures I got of that car. I don't think I did it justice in the garden at all. I'm going to make a larger photo booth on the bench and get some proper pictures of it like I do with all my kits. Because I always feel like I did it an injustice there with those pictures. It just doesn't show it properly at all. So that's the plan for over the weekend as well. pictures of the cave, pictures of that, get these videos done, get them out, and I am fully up to speed with all the content I want to do, and we can crack on, do some modelling, get the live streams back up to full speed again as well, and yeah, get cranking out these builds and start to enjoy myself again, rather than stressing on what's going to go wrong next. There's my bloody compressor piping up. I was out on time, wasn't I? Damn it. But yeah, there we go. That's it. That's my bench update for April. I want to try and make these more regular. If you've stuck with me this whole time, fair play to you, because I do waffle on. I want to make these more regular. I do enjoy doing the bench updates. It just takes time for me to do, because I have to sit to camera. I have lots to edit. There's different sections. It's quite an involved edit to do. So I've literally taken the morning off the stream to do this. But I would like to do them more. Yes, so maybe in the future we'll do at least one a month, which will be good. But yeah, there we go. As always, like, support the channel. As I already mentioned, there's a Patreon link down below. You can click on that, pick the applicable tier you want to support every month. There's perks and benefits for each tier. You work your way up. Tier 3 is probably the best one, bang for buck, because it gives you access to everything. And without your support, I couldn't do this. I always say this, I don't think people believe me, but I couldn't. Without your support, I couldn't do this. I'd have to go and do something else to make money. So I enjoy doing this job. I hope some people out there still enjoy watching these videos. So yes, have a look down there. There's a PayPal me and a Buy Me a Coffee link if you want to do one off as well. And there's links to everything else down there. Everything is in that description. My other channel I live stream on every day. UMP, Pro Scale Paints, the live show, the Off Air Hangouts. There's an email address to get in touch with me if you want to have a chat. Feel free to email me. I've got no problem answering emails. There's links to my scale mates. You can go look at my stash. There's links to all the products I use in my videos. You can go over there and have a look as well. And my Etsy store's in there as well. I sell some of my built models. I've got a few more to add to that as well. So I'll add to those over the foreseeable future. And that's it. Make sure you sub to the channel. Click that bell notifications to get notified of all the latest videos. Give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, wherever you want to do it. It makes no difference. The analytics treat it the same. And please leave a comment. Love reading all your comments and your feedback. And yeah, there we go. That's me done for another bench update. I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Have a good Easter. And I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.